Hi, good morning and good evening to everyone. Today in this video I would like to share you something about the VSAM. So this would be the tutorial part 1 on the VSAM. So let's start with the introduction to VSAM. So what is a VSAM? VSAM is like a virtual storage access method. So in mainframe databases are divided into two types, that is a DB2 and another is called as a files. So normally files will be of two types. One is a flat files and another is a non-flat files. So for flat files we call it as a PS, and for non-flat files it is divided into VSAM. For VSAMs, or what are the different kinds of VSAM we have is ESDS, KSDS, RRDS and LDS. So these are the different kinds of VSAM files we have. And what is the importance of flat files and where do we use these VSAM files? Yes, it is important to note what is the situation we have to use PS files and what is in which situation we will be using VSAM files. Flat files are mainly used to store data for backup. Yes, exactly. PS files, we mainly take a backup using PS files. Either it can be a GDG base with different generations or simply a PS file. So next is it is mainly used to transfer from one PS to another PS, that is one flat file to another flat file. Okay, and coming to VSAM, I can say it like it is an independent DB or a database, so which is mainly used to store large volume of data, and it is mainly used for searching an information. That is, it maintains master information. All the entire master information are stored on this, and where from the master we retrieve the data and use it respectively accordingly. So working with VSAMs, there are mainly three steps involved. That is creating a VSAM datasets, accessing VSAM datasets through bash process, or accessing VSAM datasets through online process. So how do we create a VSAM datasets? All VSAM datasets are created in the form of cluster. Cluster is nothing but it's a similar type of file. It contains three different components, that is name component, data component and index component. What is name component? Name component is used to identify name of a dataset, and data component is used to store data. Index component is used to store index value. So this is about the introduction to VSAM. I would be coming up with more and more videos about the VSAM, and we would discuss more details on the VSAM and how it is used in real time and what are the advantages we have using VSAM. Yes, so in the next video I would be coming up with exactly how the data is stored in a VSAM, that is like a VSAM storage space and allocations, and I would be going to explain about the cluster creation. That is, we saw like with different VSAM files like ESDS, KSDS, RRDS and everything, right? So we will be looking into the more details on this. So yes, thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please kindly feel free to subscribe this video on the YouTube or share, comment. Thank you for watching. Have a great and wonderful day.